Hello everyone, welcome back to our Bash scripting tutorial series. I am Joy and in this fourth tutorial, we will learn about arithmetic operations in Bash scripting. Imagine you are writing a script to calculate something, maybe analyzing sales data or managing file sizes. That's where arithmetic operations come in. In Bash, you can perform arithmetic operations such as addition, subtraction, multiplication, division, and more. And for this, we need the basic arithmetic operators. These are the few arithmetic operators available in Bash. That is addition, subtraction, multiplication, division, and modulus. These operators allow you to perform basic math operations. So let's see how to use them in a Bash script. In this video, I will show some of the ways that you can use to perform arithmetic operations in Bash. So the first way to perform arithmetic operations in Bash is by using expr command. So let's see an example. So for this, I am going to use Vim editor. So let us first create a file vi and let's name it arithmetic.sh. So we are in the Vim editor. Press I to get into insert mode. So now first let me write the script, then I will explain. So first we have the cbang line at the top of our script. This line indicates that the script should be run using bash shell. Next we have the command line to describe what the script does. Then we use the read command to take inputs from the user. Here I am saying that enter two numbers a and b. This p option allows to read display a prompt before reading the input. Then we calculate the sum of the two numbers using the expr command. In this line, we use the command substitution to execute expr a plus b and store the result in the variable sum, and then we print the result using the echo command. And we are doing the same for other operations too. That is for difference, product, quotient and remainder. So now let's save this script and run it. First exit this insert mode using escape button, then save it with :w and hit enter. Let me open another terminal. So currently I am in this directory. Here I have this file. Now I have to make it executable. So for this use chmod plus x and then the file name. So now run this code by / and the file name. So it is prompting that enter two numbers a and b. So let's enter 4 and 2. As you can see, I am using read command to enter two numbers in the same line. So this is the output of the script. So as you can see, this script correctly calculates the sum, difference, quotient and remainder. But it is unable to calculate the product because this asterisk is a special character. And to escape this special character, you need to use \. So let's modify the script. Use \/ before this asterisk. Now let's save it and again run it. So I am entering two numbers 4 and 2. So now the script correctly calculates the sum, difference, product, quotient and remainder. So this is one way you can use to perform arithmetic operations in Bash. So now let's see another method, a more modern way to perform arithmetic operations in Bash by using arithmetic expansion. This method is more straightforward. So let me first modify the script, then I will explain it. So this is the modified script. Here I replace the expr command with double parenthesis, or also known as arithmetic expansion, and make sure that you do not leave any space between these parentheses and the variable a or b. Then it will impose some error. So now let's save this file and run it and see what does the script do. So the script is asking for two numbers. Again, let's put 4 and 2. And if you hit enter, then it will calculate sum, difference, product, quotient and remainder correctly. So this is another method and probably the most popular method in Bash to do arithmetic calculations. And this arithmetic expansion syntax is more concise than expr command. Now the third way to perform arithmetic operations in Bash is by using the let command. Its syntax is also simple. So let me just modify the script, then I will explain. So this is the modified script to calculate arithmetic expressions using let command. So here I write let, then sum equals to a plus b. Here this variable sum stores the summation of a plus b, and make sure you do not leave any space between this variable and arithmetic operations, then it may give some errors. So let's run the script. So let's enter two numbers 4 and 2 and hit enter. So using let command, you can also perform arithmetic operations like sum, difference, product, quotient, and remainder. So I show you three ways to perform arithmetic operations in bash, but the double parentheses are generally considered more concise and readable. So always try to perform arithmetic operations using arithmetic expansion method. Now in bash, we also have increment and decrement operators. These are useful for loops and counters. So first let me create another script and then let me write the script for you and then I will explain. So here I am creating another script file arithmetic2.sh. So here I have written the script. So first here we initialize a variable called count and set its value to 10. Then to increment the value of count by 1, we use arithmetic expansion. So now the value of count is 11 by incrementing its value by 1, and then we use the echo command to print this incremented value. Next we decrement the value of count by 1. Again we use arithmetic expansion. So in the previous step the value of count was 11. So now if we decrement its value by 1, then its value will be 10. So our first output should be 11 and the second output should be 10. So let's save this script and run it. So first we have to make it executable. Now run this script. So as expected, the first output is 11 and then its output is 10. This can also be achieved in another way by using pre and post increment or decrement operators. So let me show you how to do it. So first let me modify the script, then I will explain. So here I have modified the code. So in the first part, so I have used the postfix operators count plus plus and count minus minus. Initially the value of count was set to 10. Then it's incremented by 1 and then it is decremented again by 1. Here the value of count is used in the expression first, then count is incremented or decremented by 1. In the second part of the code, here I use prefix operators plus plus count and minus minus count. Here count is incremented or decremented by 1 first, then new value of count is used in the expression. So let's run this code and let's see what is the output. So as you can see, these outputs are correct. Using the postfix and prefix operators, we have correctly incremented and decremented the value of count. But here the difference between the post and pre-increment operators is not visible clearly as we only have one single expression. So to see the difference, let's modify the code a little bit. Let's use a bigger expression. Then we will be able to see what is the difference between postfix and prefix. So here I have modified the code. Initially the value of count was set to 10 and then I add plus 5 with both prefix and postfix operations. Now let's try to find out the output. So in the first echo statement using count plus plus, the original value 10 is used in the addition and then count is incremented to 11. So we can expect that the output would be 15 and after performing the sum, the value of count will increase and then in this echo statement, the value of count will be 11. In the prefix operation, this expression will increase the value of count first, then add 5. So the output of this echo statement will be 16 and then the output of this echo statement will also be 11. So here will be 15 and 11 and here will be 16 and 11. So let's see. So as expected, in the first part, the outputs are 15 and 11 and in the second part, the outputs are 16 and 11. So in the first part, it is performing the sum first, then incrementing the value of count by 1 And in the second part, it is incrementing the value of count first, then performing the sum. So that's why in the second expression, the sum is 16, and in the first expression, the sum is 15. So this is how postfix, prefix, incremented or decremented operators works in Bash. But until now, if you notice, I was only giving input in integer numbers. But what will happen if I give input in fractional numbers? In that case, Bash will not provide correct answer because Bash itself does not support floating point arithmetic natively. However, you can use external tools like BC or Awake for this purpose. So here I will show you an example script using BC. So let's get back to our previous script, arithmetic.sh. So here I have modified the code, and here BC helps us to perform floating point operations in Bash. Here this scale parameter controls the number of decimal places. So let's save this code and try to run it. So let's enter two values. Let's say 2.4 and 1.2. So the sum is 2.4 plus 1.2 is 3.6. Then the difference is 1.2, and then the product is 2.8, and the division is 2.0. As I mentioned, to print two values after the decimal place, so it prints 2.00. So now let's end this tutorial with a practical example. Suppose we want to create a script that calculates the area and circumference of a circle. So let's see how to do it. So for this, I am going to create another script file, arithmetic3.sh, and then I will explain and run that code. So this is the script to calculate area and circumference of a circle. In this code, we assign the value of 5 to the variable radius, representing the circle's radius. Then we define the variable pi with an approximation of the mathematical constant pi. In this line, we calculate the area of the circle. So here echo creates a string containing the formula with the variables. This pipe symbol sends the string to the BC command, and the final result is stored in this variable area. And the circumference is also calculated in the similar way. And then we echoed the radius, area, and circumference in each case. So let's run this code. So here it first prints the radius of the circle, which is 5, then the area, and then the circumference. So that's all for today's tutorial on arithmetic operation in Bash scripting. I hope you found this video helpful. If you did, please give the thumbs up, share it with your friends, and subscribe to our channel for more tutorials. In the next video, we will explore conditional statement in Bash scripting. So stay tuned.